Hello everyone. Today we are going to be talking about the period of China known as the collapse of the Ming Dynasty and the transition into the Qing Dynasty. In this video, we will specifically talking about the rise of the Qing Dynasty from their roots of nothing more than a small tribe in northeast China all the way to the proclamation of the Qing themselves. The transition of the Ming to the Qing Dynasty can be summarized in three easy ways. The Qing Dynasty was the Manchurian-based clan in northeast China. The Ming Dynasty were the current Chinese dynasty, as well as lots of other full-on rebellions in China going on, such as the Zhai Dynasty and the Shun Dynasty. The Qing Dynasty's origins start with Nurhaci, the chief of the Jurchen tribe. In 1589, the Ming Dynasty appointed him as the paramount chieftain of the Yalu region, believing he was way too weak to become strong. However, 5 seconds later, multiple tribes attacked him only to lose to himself, causing him to gain all their war horses inland. After all of this power gaining, Nurhaci proclaimed the later Jin dynasty in the year 1616, named after one of the dynasties that had ruled the region previously. Nurhaci's plan as the Khan was to unify all of the Jurchen tribes, giving them the power to obtain Ming firearms, as well as creating a large enough army to stand up against the Ming. In 1618, Nurhaci renounced the Ming overlordship and gave his announcement of the 7 grievances against the Ming, resulting in him departing his capital with his army of 20,000 men. The army would later capture Fushan. During this time, Nurhaci was also fighting off multiple attempts of chieftains reclaiming their territory, such as Hada in 1601 as well as Yula in 1613. However, Nurhaci would always come out on top, causing him to become more and more powerful. With the oncoming attacks on the Ming dynasty by Nurhaci, the Jurchens would besiege Ningyan in 1626. However, this would be a major defeat, which Nurhaci was mortally wounded. With this loss the previous year, Nurhaci would die from his wounds during the battle, resulting in peace negotiations with the Ming after the battle. The new Khan, Hong Taiji, wanted to gain a quick victory to assert himself in the region like his predecessor. Hong Taiji in the year 1627 would dispatch multiple princes to Joseon with over 30,000 troops. Under the rules of Gang Hong Rip and Li Yangfeng, the Jurchens would fight harsh battles at the border towns of Joseon, but the Jurchens would come out on top, resulting in a quick advance to the Yizhou region of the Ming dynasty. In the Yizhou region lay Ming general Mao Wenlong, where the Ming quickly fled upon the arrival of over 30,000 Jurchen troops. The Jurchens after this retreat would attack Anju. During the battle, after realizing their defeat, the Anju garrisons would cause a mass suicide by blowing up a gunpowder storehouse. With this victory, the Jurchen had officially conquered Pyongyang. During this time, the Jurchens also wanted to establish rule over the Mongolian region, causing an expedition against the Charhar Mongols in 1632, due to wanting to create a trading post at Zhangjiajiju. The Jurchens would defeat the Mongols in 1634 during the defense of the Lidan Khan. This victory established a winning of allegiance of the southern Mongol hordes, bringing a huge amount of horses to the Jurchen, as well as them not helping out the Ming anymore. The Jin in this victory also established the capture of the Great Seal of the Mongol Khans, giving them the option to portray themselves as the heirs to the Yun dynasty. In the Ming, things were not looking as up, with the Wukao mutiny breaking out in 1631. Led by Kang Yud, a major mutiny occurred, with the purging of thousands of southern Chinese people suspected to be loyal to the Ming. With all this drama and with fearful rebellions, Hong Taiji was reluctant to become the Emperor of China. Han Chinese officials, however, urged him to declare himself Emperor of China. On the 14th of May, 1636, Taiji caved in, changing the name of his regime from the Jin to the Qing, and enthroning himself as the Emperor of China in a Confucian ceremony. We then begin with the Second Joseon Campaign, at which the Qing in 1636 had begun forcing Joseon to open markets near the borders, resulting in Joseon not abiding by these agreements. These disagreements resulted in Hong Taiji sending multiple princes to secure the coastal areas of Korea so that the Ming would not be able to help them. They then began an invasion led by the Manchu, Mongol, and Han Chinese armies. This invasion would result in a Manchu victory and would force Joseon to give many of their highest representatives to the Qing. After this, multiple battles would occur against the Amir tribes. Multiple massacres would occur and would result in a lot of ethnicities being absorbed into the Qing. In 1638, Qing armies would begin attacking deep into Ming China but would quickly withdraw. The Ming during this time, however, focused on their rebel forces rather than the Qing and considered them a minor threat and less of a diplomatic enemy. In 1641, Jinsao was besieged by yet another Manchu, Han, and Korean force. This siege would be victorious and would result in more Ming defeats. In 1642, Jinsao's main commander left to join the Qing in 1642, meaning the last true defense against the Qing to Beijing would be Wu Shanghai. During this time, the Ming were dealing with a lot of internal issues, such as multiple peasant rebellions rising up. One specific one, led by Li Zicheng, founded the Shun Dynasty in Ziyang and proclaimed himself the king. In March, his armies took Taiyuan, resulting in the Ming requesting urgent help from literally anyone who could. On the 24th of April, the walls of Beijing were breached, and the emperor would kill himself, making himself the last emperor to reign in Beijing. That is all for part 1 of the Ming to Qing transitional period of China. Thank you for watching.